What is going on, guys? It is Venom Surge here, and welcome to the weekly and seasonal reset. There's a lot of things that have changed. Hopefully I can cover it all in this episode. Since it is the seasonal reset, let's check out the trailer that Bungie just dropped 5 hours ago.
The witness has moved beyond our reach. All attempts to follow it have failed.
To any Guardians listening, this is Deputy Committee Commander Sloan requesting emergency support.
I have Sloan's position as 1 kilometer down. Fire team, you're clear to descend. I am not leaving anyone behind again.
That distress call wasn't for me. It was for her. She knows our true enemy, the witness.
Then it's just a matter of, well, diving into the depths of the methane sea and dredging up what Sloan needs.
Fire team, make this dive count.
We're not in danger. We are the danger.
So guys, we're going to kind of analyze this a little bit, and we do have fishing, it appears. But the first thing I wanted to mention is the taken weapons that are confirmed. This is a very exciting thing. I also wanted to talk about these bubbles. So I've not done this. I don't know if it's part of the campaign or the strikes, but I've been constantly seeing these bubbles through this trailer. And I am thinking, like, here's another one, probably this big thing, maybe that. I'm thinking that since we're underwater, maybe, and here we have like the visor cracking. So I'm thinking maybe you have to go through these bubbles to like get air while you're in the underwater portion. But as you can see, we have a whole bunch of taken weapons, and I do believe these weapons are also actually going to be able to drop from Gambit, but not the taken variants, just the normal variants. They even have this like nice like sniper glint. Now then we come to some of our exotics. So here we see this arc rifle thing that seems to kind of like chain the lightning and blind targets who survive. And it looks like we're going to be dealing with this for a good chunk of the day. So you might have to wait a bit to get into the server. So guys, first off, we have this notification. So Osiris has made discoveries on his research on Strand and Neomuna. So if you've finished the unfinished business exotic quest, you can go over there and get your new Strand aspects as well as a new legendary weapon, which I believe was the hand cannon.
The witness has moved beyond our reach. All attempts to follow it have failed. But there is still hope. On Neptune, we learned that a key to defeating the witness lies hidden away on Titan. Now we know why the witness's fleet came there when it first arrived. Deputy Commander Sloan held the line on Titan to the bitter end, right up until the witness took it. Then, we lost all contact. But now, just when we need it most, Titan has returned. And when it did, we were greeted with something we could have never predicted.
To any Guardians listening, this is Deputy Commander Sloan requesting emergency support.
Okay guys, so we're loading into the first mission here. I'll skip that for you guys. I don't want to spoil anything like that. But now that we're here in the helm, we can take a look at the new vendors. So it looks like our engrams from the Defiant engrams don't count towards this. I will check later at the war table. Maybe you can turn them in there still, but it looks like so far, from how I can tell, we don't get to keep our engrams from the last season, which kind of sucks. I had like 80 of them, so that would have been a lot of legendary shards, but whatever. So we can get an idea of what they have. So I'm assuming these are just going to be normal leveling as far as doing the battlegrounds and general things. We get this ship, which I believe now, yes, so this is part of the new update. We can actually rotate ships and weapons now, I believe. So if we take a look into the decoding, here we have all of the weapons. So we have a void hand cannon, and it looks like all of them are going to have this taken perk that increases how the weapon handles, reloads, and stability when no abilities are fully charged, which is actually kind of nice. I use my abilities a lot, and swords get increased guard resistance and charge rate. It's a very high impact. Then we got a stasis submachine gun. Okay stats. I'm not a big fan of low stability, but we got that. We also have a strand pulse rifle with the rapid fire frame. I wish it wouldn't scale off of this point, because if I'm trying to take a look at it, like half the time it's being blocked. Like, I wish we could kind of like scoot it over towards the center more. Okay, a strand shotgun with full auto. Good impact. A stasis sniper rifle with rapid fire frame, and then a strand sword, and it even has this nice curve. I like that. And it has a vortex spin attack on its heavy, although no guard efficiency at all, so no guarding with this. And then we have the non-taken version of these weapons, and it looks like all of them are okay. So we have fire, we got 3 solar, arc, and another solar, but it looks like for these ones, picking up ammo increases the weapon's flinch resistance and range and lasts until it is fired again. And swords have a large increase to charge rate instead. So yeah, these definitely have a gambit style to them, with a little bit of taken kind of put into them. Okay, as far as the armor on the Titan, we have this NPA armor. I'm not a big fan of that helmet. That's a thing. We got this like taken kind of tubes going in. I don't know. It's interesting for sure, but definitely not my style. And I do stand corrected. We actually do get to keep our Defiant engrams, so that is good. And apparently I had 100 of them, so I am glad about that. And it looks like you can still get your Deep Resonant as well for the week, so that can keep on going. And then we also get this new variable quest. Not sure, that wasn't there before, but that might have been part of the last season. I'm not entirely sure about that. Now, this was something that was kind of new. So Bungie was not resetting our armor, so the cap is still going to be 1830, I believe it was. So like I was saying, they are keeping the cap at how it was. They're not resetting it, and instead they are changing how the powerful gear drops work. So if we take a look in the Vanguard over here, we actually get an exotic drop each week, so we're going to be getting more exotics. We still get our pinnacle on the Nightfall, so that's nice. Over in Gambit, another exotic, so we can get 3 exotics, I'm assuming, with the PvP as well. Yep, so we can get 3 exotics from these 3 playlists in Neptune. Yeah, guys, so this is the hand cannon that we will get when we finish the unfinished business quest. We will get this, and it looks like these are the perks we're gonna get with it. I'm not entirely sure if they're randomized or if this is for sure what we are getting. And then guys, for the artifact, we have barrier for the auto rifles and stop for hand cannon, overload for scout, overload for trace rifle, and unstop for glaives. I really like these 3. Those are my favorite types of weapons, so that's cool for me. Arc, void, strand for our decrease cost on those types of weapons, also for melee. And then we get Technicolor Siphon, which combines strand and arc siphon. We get increase the amount of damage dealt by unraveling a target. Deeper origins to improve the benefits of those things. Defeating a void debuff target creates a void breach when you have the void subclass equipped. Electric armor, you stay amplified longer while your arc subclass is equipped. Grants extra bonus damage to your arc super if it's cast while you're critically wounded or amplified, and it lasts until the end of your super activation, so you don't need to be amplified the entire time, just for the cast. And then we got your strand weapons gain unraveling rounds whenever you gain woven mail. That is going to be very powerful for the Titan especially. You also get weapons with those types of traits are always overcharged when you have that modifier active. Picking up a void breach gives you an overshield or refreshes your existing overshield. Gain a stack of armor charge when you stun a champion, that's nice. And then gain damage resistance while amplified. So once again, this is actually a arc season, although it looks like we still have quite a bit of void as well, so it's not super bad for void as well. Targets affected by strand debuffs take increased damage from arc void abilities. Arc final blows while you're amplified. Summon a burst of lightning that damages and jolts targets. So you want to be amplified this season. It's going to be doing a lot of things. Picking up a void breach causes your next source of void damage to create a large and weakening pulse. And then performing a finisher while you're amplified grants amplified to nearby allies. Performing a finisher while you have woven mail grants woven mail to nearby allies. And performing a finisher while you have devour grants devour to nearby allies. That is an amazing perk. You obviously need to have the certain type of subclass equipped, but that kind of goes without saying. That's going to be, everybody's going to be really buffed this season. After throwing an arc grenade, you gain increased grenade recharge for a short time. Arc final blows extend the duration of this benefit, so that also includes the arc grenade as well, and as well as your weapons. So it's just any arc final blow. So as long as you're running a lot of arc, I mean, we're going to be yeeting grenades left and right. So we do not get an exotic for Dares of Eternity. We still just get the normal legendary stuff. The last wish is the raid for farming this week in rotation. So if you have anything you need to get from there, go and do that. And it looks like for our bounties, we're still just getting legendary powerful gear. So far from what I've found, it's just these 3 that give you the exotic stuff. And then guys, duality is the dungeon in rotation this week, and it does not give you an exotic either. So it looks like we'll just be getting those 3 exotics. I'm wondering if it is random drop or if it is from the same loot pool that Zur has. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it should probably be absolutely random. And then guys, K1 Revelation is the lost sector for today. So if you want to get your exotic chest armor, go and do that. No websites have been updated yet, so I do not know the next couple days, but hopefully that will get cleared up very soon. As far as the Nightfall this week, it is Devil's Lair. We have barrier and overload, increased incoming arc damage. Vandals do the stupid web mines. This has been annoying when people don't pay attention to it. Shoot the balls. It is the most annoying thing ever. We also get the overcharged weapons, outgoing arc damage, outgoing strand, linear fusion rifle, and combatants have more health and are more difficult to stun. So for the Crucible this week, we got momentum control. As far as our weekly Neomuna mission, we got Breakneck. This has all 3 types of champions. We also got incoming void damage, enhanced radar but take more damage from melee, the overcharged weapons, outgoing arc and strand, and rocket. And then the more health and more difficult to stun. Now let's go take a look at Eververse. So guys, we have the new ornament that people have requested for Arbablast. So this is it here. You can pick this up for 700 silver, and this will probably drop as bright dust later in the future. So then we have the experimental mishap emote. And then we have the Serpent's Reach vehicle. The Capsule Gain entrance. Nectar Dynamo shader. I don't know where I guess maybe that's purple, but that's very purple. And then a Royal Treatment shader. And then over in the Bright Dust category, we got Bad Scene. Is he just gonna sit there? I think so. What is he holding? And then we got the Polar Dance, yes. I've been wanting to get this emote. And then we got the Out of Dodge vehicle. Then we have the Assembly Steiner. Oh, that is cool. It's from like the Rector sets. That's awesome. And then we got a ornament for the Dune Marchers on the Titan. It's a nice look there. And then an ornament for Bad Juju. Oh, nice. I love this. Is an awesome ornament. And then we have the Dido projection. And then down here we got the Bloody Tooth. Very nice one. And then the Polished Sea Stone. I believe we actually had that a few weeks ago. I think that was from Ada, which we'll check out later. And then we got Raven Silk. And then Cursed Azure. And then we got the Celebrate Newness. Got some like fireworks and confetti. And then Champion entrance. And then we got the Ossified entrance. That's kind of a cool one. And then over here at Zavala, our reputation has been reset like normal. They said they're doing something different for these rank rewards. I'm not entirely sure what's different here. So they said that they updated how the factions work. I'm not entirely sure where I'm seeing any difference, but looks like we get the Last Right Scout Rifle, 100 impact and high range. This is a beast. Ricochet rounds, full bore, got keep away, reconstruction, opening shot, and focus fury, text balance stock, vanguard vindication, one quiet moment, and gun and run. So we actually get a lot of perks on this. So this is a very interesting thing with handling on the masterwork. So this is going to be an interesting one. It looks like it's lever action. It's interesting. It looks like we still have the normal like decoding, so I'm not sure what's changed. And then guys, I believe the swarm is on, I think it was the swarm that is on the Nightfall dropping this week. I could be wrong though. Not many websites have been updated yet as of this recording, so I'm not entirely sure about that. Over here in the Gunsmith, we have Old Sterling Strand Auto Rifle. That is new, I believe, so definitely pick this up if you don't have it already, especially if you don't even have a Strand Auto Rifle. Although the perks are not super good. It does have Hammer Forge rifling and alloy, Discord, and Focused Fury. I mean, with field tested, it's not great traits, but if you don't have a Strand one, I'm going to be picking that up just because I don't have this specific one. But the traits do change, I believe, every day, so you might want to come back and check it out. We have Nezarek's Whisper Glaive with the Compulsive Reloader and Vorpal Weapon and the Extrovert. We also have the Austringer with the hand cannon. They got really nice looking guns this time around with 2 excess. With Final Blows with this weapon while your super is full, granting bonus to strength and discipline for a moderate duration. We also got Rangefinder and Compulsive Loader, very high impact hand cannon. That is definitely an interesting one. Okay, next up we got the Cellspeed Pitch Glass, a arc linear fusion rifle. That thing looks mean. That's an awesome look, very spiky. So it has enhanced battery, which is great. Not great range though. It has moving target and Vorpal weapon as well as right hook. Although I don't see, you probably wouldn't be meleeing while having this out all the time, but it does have this new deep sight thing. So I believe if you purchase the weapon, I believe if you just hit this, okay, so you need Deep Sight Harmonizer, which I'm not sure if it tells me how you get that. But then finally we have the Tarnished Metal, a Arc Scout Rifle. It has moving target and explosive payload, still with right hook as well, but the explosive payload's definitely nice. I wish it would have more range, but it is a lightweight, but it does have the deep sight, so I am going to buy that just because I believe you need to have one of each type of weapon, so it can't be a duplicate. So I can't just buy 5 of these. I think it has to have different perks each time when you purchase it. But on his second page, we have the Percy's D Scout Rifle Stasis, and it has Rapid Hit and Focused Fury, as well as the Hawkeye Breach Armaments. Very high impact scout rifle. This would actually, these are kind of nice rolls, especially if you are shooting at a boss. You got the rapid precision hits, increase your stability and reload, and then when you're dealing the precision damage, you get more damage. But we got the Lodbrok C with Fragile Focus and Target Lock. It actually has full bore, so you can get 93 rated on that. That's kind of crazy. And then we got the Ogma PR6 Solar Pulse Rifle with Stats for All and Turnabouts. The Combined Action Arc Hand Cannon with Tunnel Vision and Kill Clip. This is actually an interesting combination, so you can get some pretty high range with the full bore. You reload, you get the increased target acquisition and ADS speed and the increased damage, and you got field tested, which increases the reload speed. So this is a very nice hand cannon, and it's arc for this season, so definitely pick that up. We also got the Typhon with the stasis. We got Genesis and Wellspring, and then we got the Marcelon C grenade launcher that's solar with shot swap and cascade points. So guys, make sure you could come back, take a look at his rolls of these weapons and see if you like anything from there. Let's check out the Cryptarch real quick. He's definitely been changed. So we have the exchange gear mods as well as the light thing here. So this is his material exchange like normal, but then he has focused decoding. So we get, oh yeah, so that's right. So now when you drop an exotic, it doesn't automatically decipher. So you come here and you can either just randomly exchange it with him for normal free, or you can do it with an Ascendant Shard and get specifically certain types of armor. Is it only, it looks like it's only for armor, no weapons. Or you can go here and it'll be much more expensive. You need 3 Ascendant Shards and an exotic cipher, but then you can purchase out whatever ones you want. And then guys, over here with 801, we got the Gorn Baron Plate, Mark of Colliders, Heir of the End, the Memory of Cade Mark, as well as the Torbatal Celebration Mask. Kind of spiky discipline there, but low stat gear. We also got the Envious Touch shader. We also got the Arctic Dreamscape from the Warmind DLC. And then we have the New Monarchy Allegiance. Okay guys, then for the Hunter, we have the Scorn Baron, nothing really good. The Whole Shot Cloak, Arrowhead Hood, and Memory of Cade, and Neothorn's Breather. And then for the Warlock, we have the Baron Robes, Tethering Void, the Beyond, Memory of Cade, and the Emin-Tin Ritual Mask. Once again, not really good stats. And then guys, if you are running the Last Wish raid, make sure you come over here to Hawthorne and pick up this quest. If you checkmark all these things, you are guaranteed a pattern progress for deep sight on any weapon in the Last Wish raid that you have not already unlocked for the deep sight. This is a new thing, make sure to pick that up. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe if you guys want to see more of this content and get updated on Destiny's weekly resets as well as Xur. There is a lot in today's episode covering all the seasonal stuff that I could find, and hope you guys enjoy the new season. There's going to be a lot of cool taken weapons, and hopefully we might get some taken armor going. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you guys next time.